Hi everybody, my name is Terrell Scott and I'm coming to share my testimony with the world. I just want to start out by saying, love who you are, regardless of what your flaws may be. Love who you are because you are wonderfully made in the image of God and that you have a purpose for your life. No matter what you're going through in your life, remember that you serve a purpose. You are beautiful. You are handsome in the eyesight of God. For many years, I thought that I was ugly. I was depressed. I thought nobody loved me. I thought that nobody wanted to be my friend. Throughout the 9-month pregnancy of my mother, when she was conceived with me, she was taking drugs. So I was on drugs since I was a fetus. When I was born with a disability called cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy weakens your muscles. It makes a person to have problems walking, talking, and learning things on their own. For many years, I felt like I was retarded and I wasn't like the other kids. Growing up, I had to wear a brace on my leg because of the cerebral palsy. And back then, I didn't realize why I was wearing that brace. But the reason why I had to wear the brace was to gain strength in my legs so it can help me walk better. I also have neurofibromatosis and my spine is out of place. When I was in school, I was in special education. And the only reason why I was in special education is because I believe that my doctors and my teachers and my family and friends, they put the label on me based on what they saw on the outside appearance. They judge me based off the way that I walk, the way that I talk. And my doctors, they labeled me, they said, Terrell can't function like a normal adult. He only can function like an 8-year-old. He has the mindset of an 8-year-old. So that hurted me a lot. I always wanted to have a higher education. And I always fought to have a high school diploma. But once again, because my family, my friends, my teachers, they labeled me and they made me feel like that I wasn't going to get a higher education, that I was only going to get a high school certificate. But because that I had that willpower that says that I can, I will. I will make it. I fought and I fought and I fought until I got my high school diploma. Yes, I graduated high school with a high school certificate, and that's only because my teachers didn't give me a chance. They didn't give me a chance to be who God called me to be. So I graduated with a high school state certificate. But y'all, this is so hurtful. I just want to encourage you all to love who you are. No matter what your flaws may be, no matter what you don't like about yourself. Remember, God said, I created you in my image. Nothing that God created is ugly. There's no failure in God. You can do all things through Christ which strengthening you. You got to apply the word of God to yourself every day to become that better person. Because of my cerebral palsy, yes, I walk funny. Yes, I talk funny. Yes, it made me feel depressed. It made me feel like a nobody. But that's who God called me to be. I have what you call neurophitosis. And what neurophitosis is these little bumps that's all over my body. Some of them grow small, some of them grow big. Some I may have spots on my body, but that's who God called me to be. And today, I was supposed to go in to have surgery. I didn't know whether I was going to wake up from that surgery because for many years, doctors and told me that, Terrell, you can't get them removed. It'll only grow back bigger. And today I was about to have it removed, but I was so nervous. I was so nervous that I backed out of it. And I secretly and I prayed to God. I said, God, if this is something that you don't want me to do, confirm it, God. Let me know. Stop me before I had the surgery. God used a close friend of mine. He said, Terrell, he said, is this something that you really want to do? I said, yes, this is something that I really want to do, but I'm nervous. He said, why? He said, it's who you are. That mold is a part of you. It's who God made you to be. He said, I have one on my face, and you know that I don't like mines. He said, I have stuff on my body that I don't like, but I have to accept it. And then when I backed out of it, a nurse, she came to me. She said, I'm 55 years old. She said, I have scars. She said, I have a white person nose. She said, people picked at me about my nose for many, many years. She said, baby, grab my hand. And she put my hand on her neck. She said, you feel that? And you see that scar? She said, that scar been there for 10 years. She said, no, I don't like it, but it's there and I can't change it. And that made me feel some type of way. And at that moment, I knew God was speaking to me. She said, Terrell, she said, pray. She said, I'm going to leave this room and I want y'all to pray. And she said, I want you to make sure if you want to have this surgery today or not. But at that moment, I wanted to cry because I always wanted that thing removed off my neck. But the thing on my neck is not going to change. Whether it's there, whether I got it removed or not, I'm still going to be Terrell Scott. I'm still going to be that loving person. Because of my disability, y'all, that don't mean nothing. I still live my life the way that I want it because I trust in God. Y'all, I have a high school diploma. I have college degrees. I lived on my own since I was 22. I'm 27. That's 5 years. So go out and live your life. If you have a disability, that doesn't mean nothing. Trust God because He will carry you through. He will carry you through. I felt ugly. I felt depressed, like nobody loved me. I always try to be in relationship with females, and you know what? They always turn me down because they always looking at the outer appearances. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. And that's why they single today. Because they want their preferences. They want their soulmate to look a certain kind of way. They don't date the person who God told them to date. God has somebody out there for everybody. But if you do not seek the person who God told you to be with, then your life is always going to be miserable. I was dealing with homosexuality for 8.5 years. And when I was 19 years old, I was diagnosed with HIV. I had HIV for 8.5 years. But let me tell you, because I have HIV, that don't mean nothing. The word of God says, through my stripes, you are healed. And you have to be able to decree and declare the word of God over your life every day. Because the word of God has power. The word has power in it. I love who God called me to be. I may feel depressed, I may feel ugly, but I love who God called me to be. Yes, I have a disability called cerebral palsy. Yes, I have this neurofibromatosis on my neck. But I will always be me. I will always pray and seek God. Because God has great and mighty things for me that eyes have not seen, nor ear has heard. I am a powerful young man of God. Live your life. Live your life. I don't care what you got going on in your life. I don't care what you're struggling with. I don't care what's on your body parts that you may not like. You are a kingdom kid. You was made by God and love who you are. I cannot change who God called me to be. I can't change the drugs that my mother took while she was pregnant with me and caused me to have cerebral palsy because it's already done. But I will live with this until the day I die. I love you all, and I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.